Hello, this is Sandra Brown of Happiness Past 60. Ah, so, as I promised, I was going to have a chit chat today. Well, we went to church and we decided to come home and fix breakfast. And I had a good omelet. I like to put vegetables in the omelets that we need to use up in the refrigerator. So I had some spinach and I cut that up and some green pepper, and I was going to put in some other cheese that I had, but he wanted me to use up the Velveeta. To me, that is, it's not really cheese, but I had it left from actually, I think Christmas, where I had made broccoli casserole. But I did, I put it in there. So it was very good, and we had some fresh Italian bread that we toasted, and some good orange juice and fresh orange juice, and coffee. Let's see, oh, sausage patties. So it was a good breakfast. Let's see. I I was gonna try to do this chit chat and then talk about Costco and also Aldi's where we had went shopping. Oh, I can't rock. I'm talking. Sorry about that. But if I do that and talk about the different products, it's going to be too long. So I might have to make like a part two with that. So let's do a chit chat today. Let's see, Valentine's Day. Well, actually, Valentine's Day, we ended up going to Costco. Yeah, because we are members there, and in February in your bill they send you a check, and I think the check was maybe $250 some. So that's fun. It's fun to shop when you got a nice fat check like that. But we still end up paying $140 some with that, and it wasn't all that much. But you buy larger quantities of things there, and food is just more expensive. It is right now. And actually, Costco in a lot of ways, the big packaging, especially for vegetables or fruit, is too much for Bill and I, just for two people. But for families, it's good. But there's a lot of things that you can go ahead and buy in quantities. Okay, so so Mr. Bill bought me two things. One thing I had asked for because I wanted it. I had a scale that just quit working. Well, regular scale where you weigh yourself, and it had just quit working. And I'd love to lose about 15 pounds, and I trying to think what the scale was just. Oh yeah, it was going all out of whack. One day it was real low. Well, one time it got really nice. It went really low, but I knew it wasn't the truth. But it was an old scale, and so I started borrowing his, which, seemed to be pretty accurate. But, you always had to stop and put your big toe on this circle so it doesn't say calories or something, and then it weighs you. So I told him, I'd like to have a scale. And his was kind of clunky and old, and I wanted to give it back to him anyhow, back in his bathroom. We each have our own bathroom. So he got me from Amazon. Oh, yeah, I'll link that too. I gotta remember that. But Millie's laying on her back now here, so I can rub her stomach. But so he got me a real thin gray scale but the only thing is it weighs about, I'd say, 4 pounds heavier than what his scale weighs. I'm like, oh gosh, it was bad enough. Now I added 4 pounds with this scale. But he says what he was reading, it's a very accurate scale. Well, I guess it's better than it being weighing light, because But what if you think you're heavier, maybe you'll lose more. I don't know. But anyways, got that. Oh, and then he picked these out himself at a little store in town. These earrings here. It has a little rhinestone on the bottom, and they're like a bronze, and have that little hook. I like those kind of earrings. They have that little skinny hook, because I have a hard time getting something in my ear. I would think as you get older that the hole in your ear would get bigger, but mine never does. It keeps closing up on me. So, but anyways, I like them, but you know, my ring, my wedding ring, has got caught in this. When I went to brush my hair back, it got caught in that earring and ripped it out of my ear and stretched it open twice. So I got to be careful. I'm thinking about it now. Like, don't brush your hair back. All right. Let's see. Oh, and then yeah, I bought him. I'll have to take a picture of it later because I forgot to do that. I bought him a picture. I bought him a bird feeder, copper color bird feeder that you put on the window. So we'll put that on the window in the kitchen. It's really a cute little thing. But I had bought him also the finch feeder, which has been a big hit for we're going to have so many beautiful goldfinches because there are just tons of them out there. And let's see. Oh, this is an idea I did this year, and this might be a good idea for you. You know how you have friends now, if you're getting older like I am, you have friends who lost their husband. And I was thinking about Valentine's Day, like, oh, that has to be horrible. Well, I can't go out and buy, I can for something like candy or something for everyone. Some of them aren't even around here. So I thought I could think of everybody I know who's a widow, and I thought of 3 people who were widows. And you can just go to the dollar store. That's where I get my cards anyhow. They're very nice and have beautiful verses in them. And I wish I would have got 4 because there's one other lady that I would like to send to. But yeah, so I got to send to 3 of my friends who lost their husband. And, there's other holidays too that we might think of that we could do that. So that just give you an idea there. All right, what else? Oh, for us to go to Costco, it takes about 30 minutes. But it's all interstate, the road, so it's a nice drive, but it's, we live in the mountains in Tennessee, so it's all, but it's a beautiful drive. And we took Millie to her bed and biscuit. And we could go for the day and not be concerned about her, whether, if she has to go potty or that she's lonesome. So it was $20. That wasn't too bad. $20 for the day that you can just relax. It was well worth it to us. And I know she was taken care of. And let's see, I talked to another YouTube lady that I've got acquainted with. She has a YouTube channel, Mrs. Peach. And so we talked on the phone Tuesday. We talked Bill was at men's Bible study, so Mrs. Peach and I talked for about an hour, but we have such fun talking that we could have talked longer. But it's just interesting to talk to somebody else who has a channel, because both of us are just trying to figure things out sometimes. I got a Valentine's card and a long letter from Tinsley. Thank you, Tinsley. And a friend of mine, she was my friend for 20 years. We lived, our homes were side by side. She had 10 acres and we had 10 acres. So, and when I looked, she was about that big, when I'm looking up. But she loved to garden, and I loved to garden. And I'm going to bring this camera up a little bit. And I just enjoyed so much walking in her yard, and she would walk in my yard, and we would just, identifying the flowers and talking about them, and sharing starts of different flowers, things like that. So anyways, she moved to Florida, and we were neighbors for 20 years when I lived in Indiana. And yeah, I remember being really teared up when they moved. So anyway, so shout out to you, Sharon. Hi, honey, I love you. Miss you being my neighbor. And her and I used to go for walks, and we'd have big dogs coming after us with our sticks and our squirt guns. Yeah, good times. And we'd have a lot of talks while we were walking. Thursday, I went to restaurant, a golf course restaurant that we go every Thursday and have breakfast with they're all Christian ladies, and we all get together and have breakfast and have prayer requests and share our life. And it's a good way of, good way of staying in touch with other women, because sometimes you just, I don't know, it's so easy to stay home. Very easy for me to stay home because I'm quite contented. I've got you, my YouTube friends, and I could get on here and talk with you and then read your comments. And by the way, if there's any of your comments I don't get to, I really can't get to all of them, but I try, but I'd just be getting fatter, sitting around answering comments all the time. And I do have to have time to just do things in my life and put more videos together. But I want you to know that there is not a comment on here that I don't read. And many of them I love so much I read them more than once. And I share them with my husband, Mr. Bill. Yeah, he likes to hear. You got any comments? He wants to hear them too. And he loves when you say hello to him. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to my friend Carol. I promised you, Carol, I'd say hello and missed you at breakfast. Carol and her husband, Frank. They're wonderful people. And Carol is, I met her when I moved here to Tennessee, and she had been one of my followers and still is. And Susan, you know who I'm talking about, Susan. And Susan and I got to talk the other day too. Wonderful. She's been a follower of mine from the very beginning, from the first video that I made when I lost my husband. So, hi, Susan. And hello to Jimmy, too. And I hope he's doing better. Let's see, I'm back on using my waiver, that vibrating plate that you stand on. I'm back using that again because they say it'll help you lose weight. And I had been using it and then quit using it because I had that thing, the carotid artery and then the heart thing, and I couldn't get on it. But now I'm back to using that again. And I told Bill, it's your fault I'm so fat. Life is easier since I've been married to you. Because he says I could change that. And I go, no. But yeah, we both wait on each other all the time. It's enjoyable doing that. Now tomorrow I have, talking about that carotid artery, I have an ultrasound tomorrow. I dread all this stuff, and every time I find out it's time for me to go for another test, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it because I need to. Now, I'm going to go back to a little bit about, there's an app that I found that I really like. Now, I guess my sister, Debbie, hi, Debbie, she's been watching Bobby Parrish for some time on YouTube. You might want to look him up. He's from out of Chicago. He's a young man, married, and has a toddler, little girl. I think she's a toddler still. Now I didn't see it, but Debbie said ever since she's been almost a baby, he's had her on there cooking. And he looks on the back of everything and reads all the labels, the ingredients, not the front. The front's a bunch of lies most of the time. You know, some of it's truth, you know, but there's a lot of lies in it too. And I find it so interesting. I've only listened to him a few times and I caught on right away about the ingredients. You know, like different words for the MSG. But I was thinking, man, this would take me forever to go through the store and check out all these ingredients. But he has an app, and it's called Bobby Approved. Yeah. And you can get it in the App Store on your phone. It'll say on the front of your phone, App Store. If it doesn't, then you can go to search and put in App Store. And in the App Store, I mean, there's piles of these free apps you can put on. If you don't like it, you can just get rid of it. It's easy to get rid of. So, but it doesn't bother anything. It's just sitting there. But I went to the store now he goes to Costco and he goes to Aldi's. He goes to Whole Foods, Walmart, and he reads the ingredients and he talks to you about it. But not only do you learn, but with this app, and I tried it, wow, this thing works so good. And when you get it, look on the bottom, right in the middle, on the bottom, there's a little thing down there, and you touch that and it just opens up the screen for your camera. And you know the little barcodes on all of the products? You just get it where it's kind of lined up in this little box, and you see it, whoop, it pops up on the bottom. Bobby approved, not Bobby approved. I mean, and it did it so quickly. So that was so much fun. So now Mr. Bill put it on his phone too, so that when we go, we can both be doing this. And it like I said, it saves so much time. And when I was talking to Susan yesterday, well, I guess it's okay with her, but someone in the family, I'll put it that way, has cancer. They asked the doctor, what is causing this? And he said, processed foods. And I'm thinking, well, you know, you can't sit around and wait till you get cancer or something like this. We need to take care of ourselves now. If I've made it this far, now here I've come up with this heart attack and stuff. I don't know what caused it. I don't know, it could be hereditary. I don't know, but sometimes I do eat right. Sometimes I don't eat right. And I just want to eat right more often than what I had before. And, and then we went to Aldi's and used the app there too. So, yeah, it was fun. So we haven't taken it to Walmart yet. But I thought that would help you. And that would help you to eat a little bit better. And, you know, I eat a lot of things that are good. Well, we eat a lot of things that are good for us. And I eat a lot of crap too. Because, you know, we like this junk food. But I'm going to try gradually to replace some of those things that are bad for me. So I need some recipes that I can use Splenda in and almond flour instead of white flour for pancakes. I love all these pancake mix. It's like Mills or something like that. And it's so cheap, so like $1 or something. It's the best tasting, worst for you. Go figure, you know, that's how it goes. So I got to replace that too. I didn't buy it. I did not buy the pancake mix. First time I went that I didn't, but I didn't buy it. But I'm going to be showing. I'm going to do it next. I'm going to go in there. I took pictures of a lot of things. A lot of things I bought. And then I'm going to do a voiceover on it with talking a little bit about each one. Some things I haven't even tried yet. And some things I've been getting for quite some time. Last question. Okay, I'm up to 20 minutes under now. Somebody asked me, how do you get, I don't know if they're really good now. How do you get your bangs to do that? Okay. First of all, my hair is very fine. It's lightweight. It's not heavy. I use the curling iron, and when I do, I go back on all of it. But when I get over here, I go sideways. But right in this middle part, I just go back with a curling iron. But with each one, while it's still hot, take the hairspray and spray just the roots on the areas you want to stand up. And then I let it cool. Then I take a real wide tooth comb and just comb it back, and then I just push the waves or the curls into place. And then and then I sometimes like lift the hair up and spray under there where I want the height. And then I turn my head upside down and spray it. Do whatever I have to do, right? Okay, so that's how I do my bangs. I don't know if it'll work for everybody. All right, so now I'm going to go in there and I've never done this where I have pictures and I start doing voiceovers. I may do a little bit, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go try that on the items that I bought so I can make a separate video. Because if I don't, I'll have the longest video on YouTube. Okay, you guys, I love you all so much. I really do. I feel like I know everybody here. And oh, be sure, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it. There, I believe on the you'll see a little bell down there. That one will note if you push on the bell, click on the bell, it will notify you every time I have a new video. And of course, they never cost anything and never will. And if you see a subscribe button, click on that and that'll subscribe you. So I think that's, Sharon was asking me about that. So I don't know, Sharon, when you watch me on TV, it's hard to find any place to subscribe, but on your phone, that makes it easier. I don't know how it looks, if it looks the same to you as it does to me when you're doing that. Okay, guys, love all of you. God bless you with good health, peace, joy, and good family life, and just everything. Financially bless you, and come back again. Watch for my second video. Bye. Love you. Whoop, over here.